AJ Hinch has been suspended for the entire 2020 season by MLB, and the first question is, what does this have to do with umpiring? And you'll notice that this season, 2019, last season, Tim and I sat down twice to talk about AJ Hinch ejections early on. A spring training ejection, Angel Hernandez, and then an April 3rd, very early in the season, ejection with Ron Kulpa, and said, something's not right with AJ Hinch. And Tim hypothesized that it had nothing to do with anything that's going on with umpiring or anything on the field, any calls or anything like that. And I guess we're right. Let's quickly listen to what we said in the podcasts in 2019. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special mini-sode of the Plate Meeting podcast at Close Call Sports.
This is what offends me as an umpire. Angel Hernandez gets bumped. CB Buckner comes down and tries to calm the situation down. Both umpires are calm, and yet AJ Hinch is losing his mind. It's completely uncalled for, completely ridiculous, and he should be sat for at least a week.
It was that he legitimately, in terms of sensory perception, did not know what his dugout was doing. That speaks to me a little bit about a manager that isn't quite managing.
So instead of controlling his own guys, he's doing that little projection thing where he tries to control other people that he can't control. And that's what he's doing with the umpires. And I really, for his sake, I hope everything's okay going on with AJ Hinch, but he needs to flip the script a little bit and not take it out on the umpires and look more at what the players on his own team are doing.
There are two lessons to learn here. Number one, T-Mac's always right. Number two, it's a macro for all sports officials in every sport. When a player, coach, or manager goes absolutely insane and makes things very personal, chances are it has nothing to do with the umpire or referee involved. How can it be personal? They don't even know you. And it has to do a lot of times, just like this AJ Hinch thing, with something that's going on with them off the field, or technically on the field and in the clubhouse, I guess, but has nothing to do with officiating. And just as the case was with AJ Hinch and Angel Hernandez or Ron Kulpa, the crazier that manager or coach gets, the less likely it is that the umpire has anything to do with it. Even if it's perceivably about a call or what have you, it's really not about that call. They're just making that call as an excuse to go crazy and let out their anger, frustration. And in this case with AJ Hinch, he's scared. He was scared, like a criminal, that he's going to get caught, that MLB is going to do something. And that's exactly what happened in 2020 with MLB suspending him. But he was scared in 2019 because he felt the heat. And that's why he went crazy. Case in point, I had a 9-10-year-old game this weekend, and I ejected an assistant coach within the first 5 minutes of that game starting. And and he was personal, and he's the whole 9 yards. After the game, I talked to the guy. I know, right? And he said, it wasn't you, it was the other coach. He said, I felt how this game was going to go within the first 5 minutes. I saw the signs. He's afraid the other coach is going to run up the score because there's a beef. I guess they had pre-existing contact. He gloats, he brags, all that stuff, and he didn't want to be a part of it, so he took it out on me. He apologized the whole... And it just confirms for me what I already knew, that, yeah, had nothing to do with me or a call or anything like that. It's something completely unrelated. So that's how this story that seems to have nothing to do with officiating, AJ Hinch getting banned for a year, comes back to umpiring. That's what the link is. I just want to get out there for any sports official. When a manager, player, coach goes crazy like this, it has nothing to do with you. It's not your fault. The crazier they get, the less likely it is that you had anything to do with it. They're just looking for a valve, for an excuse, for a scapegoat to go and take something out on. And because of the virtue of our uniform, our stripes, it's us. That's all that this video is about. It's explaining that principle of umpire scapegoating. We'll be back next time. Subscribe, closecallsports.com. Umpire Ejections is the Twitter and the Facebook handle. We'll see you on the site.